Vincenzo Nibali, an absolute legend of the sport of cycling, and here at the Giro d'Italia he is lighting up the 2019 race, a race he has won on 2 occasions back in 2013 and 2016. But what is the bike of choice that he could take to victory here in Italy? And it is the Merida Scultura. Let's start off with the frame. Look at it for a start. This is a fully custom paint job with gold, red, black, this beautiful red flash down the down tube, and it's also covered in sponsor stickers. As we all know, Vincenzo Nibali spends a lot of time at the front of a race on camera, so the sponsors have really decorated his bike with FSA here, Merida, Continental, Bahrain, Merida. It's just covered in logos. But also, one really interesting thing is he's got his Vincenzo Nibali with his Italian flag on the back here, like a number plate, if you will. Onto the wheels then. He's got some Fulcrum 40T limited edition carbon rims, super light for the mountains, and mounted onto them he's got some Continental Tubular Pro Limited tubs. Seems like a lot of the World Tour pros use these, and Vincenzo Nibali's no exception. He's also got some Fulcrum carbon hubs in there. Vincenzo's opted for the rim brake version. Now that we can only assume is for lightweight, because we are going into the mountains. We got the Gavia and the Mortirolo tomorrow, a lot of climbing, so lightweight is going to be absolutely paramount. Moving up the bike then, we hit the 41 name sticker. Vincenzo Nibali is riding number 41 this race, and the mechanics have put that on nicely, secured it to the seat post there. He's opted for a Shimano Dura Ace Di2 group set, as you can see here, and also at the back here on the rear derailleur. So the gears Vincenzo's opted for tomorrow's stage is a 53/38, and on the back he's gone for 11/30. And one thing I will add is I gave those cranks a spin before the chain was on, and they are silky smooth. I am telling you, silky smooth. Mounted onto this bike, he has gone for an SRM power meter. SRM are known for being super accurate with their numbers, just what Nibali needs. So mounted onto the SRM power meter, he's got a custom SRM Power crank at 172.5. Onto pedals. Pedals are a really personal thing, and Vincenzo's opted for the Dura Shimano R9100 SPD SLs. Moving up from there, he's opted for a 1 carbon spacer, so he's not totally slammed. And mounted onto that, he's gone for a 120 FSA custom stem with his Nibali Shark stickers covered in. And attached to the stem, he's gone for 42 width carbon FSA bars. Onto those, he's got his SRM head unit mount. In the middle of the handlebars here, you'll notice these little knobs. These are the sprint shifters. So when he's sprinting and he's in the hooks, in that aerodynamic position, he's able to change gear nice and quickly and easily. The mechanics have also done an incredible job on making this front end incredibly simple, aerodynamic and clean. So they've taped up all the wires and cables and made them interroute into the frame nice and easily. It looks really good actually, that front end. Fitted to these bars, he's gone for some Pro Logo handlebar teeth, which actually are quite nice and cushiony. Also the Pro Logo label here, and that is for the extra bit of TV time. So moving over from the handlebars, we go straight onto the saddle. Now this is a non-branded one with carbon rails, sitting on an FSA K-Force carbon seat post. And you'll notice this black box here, now that is the Quark power box. So to keep all the data or transmit all the data to the TV crews. You will notice, some of you eagle-eyed viewers out there, that he's got an SRM speed sensor here mounted to the front fork, but he hasn't got the magnet on this wheel, so I'm guessing he's racing on a different pair of wheels tomorrow. Also, to note, on these wheels, he's got a small little valve. So they haven't gone for the extra long valve extenders like you see on most wheels or most carbon rims. Instead, they've gone for the really small ones. So I guess they don't rattle, but it's a nice little touch there, keeping it nice, clean and simple. So just spinning the bike around to show you this. This is the Vincenzo Nibali custom crank arm. And look at that, the Italian flag with his Shark. Of course, he is nicknamed the Shark, so that works perfectly. But I think that's really smart, I have to say. Probably my favorite feature of the bike. Over on the back here, he's got the chip here, and that is for the timing of the race, so to keep it really accurate when he goes over those timing mats at the finish of every stage. Onto the bottle cages though, and he's got elite carbon bottle cages, super lightweight. And if you look really closely, he's even got some tape wrapped around the outer rim of the bottle cage to make sure those bottles just don't bounce out. Because the last thing you want to do is have a bottle bounce out in the middle of a long stage, especially like the one tomorrow. Now, I haven't forgotten, one thing you want to hear is that free hub sound check, so I will not disappoint. I'm going to get absolutely soaking doing this, but I'll do it for you. Wow. I mean, that's going to go on forever. There you have it, our close look at Vincenzo Nibali's Merida Scultura. Is this going to be the bike that is going to take him to the third victory here at the Giro d'Italia? I mean, we'll have to see. I've certainly liked looking at this bike, and if you have too, then make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And for more Giro content, why don't you click on Vincenzo's bike? Right, I better get an umbrella because I am soaking.